Hey everybody, it's Keegan here. I'm back with another video for you guys, and for today's video I'm bringing you guys another edition of Keegan's movie reviews once again. And today we're going to be talking about two movies this time, so let's not waste any more time and let's just get right into it. The first film we're going to be talking about is the 2023 Japanese film Evil Does Not Exist, which was directed by Ryuzuki Hamaguchi, who previously directed Drive My Car, which I talked about back in season 3. And this film premiered at the Venice Film Festival on September 4th, 2023, but this film has gotten a wide release as of recently. And I saw this one in theaters last week, and I thought it was pretty good. But more on that in a bit, but right now we'll just get into the storyline really quickly, and then we'll get into my thoughts on it. So let's take a dive into Evil Does Not Exist. The film revolves around the residents of a village near Tokyo who become aware that a corporation plans to build a camping site in one of the close to the village, and people are having a problem with this new camp that could be built, as the sewage tank is going to be built near the water supply of the village. So one of the villagers is trying to negotiate with two of the representatives of the company if they can move the sewage somewhere else away from the camp so that they don't contaminate the water. And without giving away too much, that's basically the story of the film in a nutshell. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this movie, so we'll get by this one pretty quickly. But I really enjoyed Evil Does Not Exist for what it was. I thought I had some really good cinematography. I really liked the shots in the film, including the opening shot where it's just the camera just pans around the branches of trees, like below the trees, which looks really cool. And I like the lighting and use of like the color blending in the film, which looked really good. And the performances were all really well done by all the cast members in the film. I didn't see any one performance that was lacking in my opinion. And all in all, I thought it was pretty good for what it was. Though it's not nearly as good as the previous film from this director, Drive My Car. Though it is a bit of an odd comparison since they are both completely different movies, although they are from the same director. But I enjoyed this one for what it was. The only issue I have with this movie is that it kind of ends abruptly without any the conflict resolved, like if the company agrees to move the sewage container or not. That part was not resolved. But that's kind of my only issue with this movie, is that it just abruptly ends there with that one plot hole unfilled. Well, for me at least. But other than that, I thought this movie was pretty good, and I would recommend it if you like to Drive My Car. It might not be a movie for everybody, but I enjoyed this one for what it was, and I would probably give it another watch one of these days. But anyways, I don't have anything else to add, so I'm giving Evil Does Not Exist a 7.9 out of 10. And the last film we're going to be talking about is one that I saw in theaters last night, and that is the 2024 art house horror drama film I Saw the TV Glow, which was written and directed by Jane Schrobrun, I believe that's how you pronounce their last name. I'm not exactly sure. And this film was released on May 17th, 2024, so this film came out very recently. And Jane Schrobrun is also directed We're All Going to the World's Fair, which I have not seen, but I've heard of. I only found out about that film recently after looking up the biography of this director. So this is the newest film from this director, and I actually saw the trailer for this movie a couple times when I went to the Metro Cinema the last few trips, and it looked interesting by the trailer, so I knew I would have to check it out. It looked like a pretty mesmerizing film from the trailer. So I was actually going to see it on Thursday, but I didn't get a very good night's sleep the night before I was supposed to go, so I had to wait until Sunday to go see it. And I finally saw it last night, and needless to say, I really enjoyed it. It's a pretty strange film, and it's probably not going to be a film for everybody, but we'll get to more on that in a little bit. But right now, we'll just dive into the plot a little bit, and then we'll get into my thoughts on it. So yeah, let's take a dive into I Saw the TV Glow. So in this film, it starts out in the mid 90s and it follows a boy and a girl who become obsessed with this TV show called The Pinkopaki. I think that's how you pronounce it. Wait, yeah, that's what it's called. Anyways, they become obsessed with this show that airs at like really late at night at like 10:30 p.m. And apparently it's supposed to be like too scary for most kids, and the story's like complicated, a little too complicated for most kids to understand. So one night the boy lies to his mother about sleeping over at a friend's house and actually goes over to the girl's house to watch an episode of the show, and then he becomes obsessed with the show along with the girl. And the TV show is kind of gives me a bit of a Buffy the Vampire Slayer vibes, if you know what I mean. And then it isn't until years later when the girl mysteriously disappears, and then soon after that the show gets canceled, and they don't see each other again for a number of years. And when they start seeing each other again 8 years later, the girl claims to have been in the show and stuff. It gets pretty weird from there. I don't really want to give away too much because this is a film that you should really dive in as blindly as possible. But without giving away too much, that's basically the story of the film in a nutshell. I really enjoyed this movie a lot more than I thought I would. I really, really, really love the aesthetics of the film. The visuals and cinematography and the lighting is pretty top notch. And I really like the overall atmosphere of the film. It's just, I don't really have the words to describe it, but it's pretty mesmerizing to say the least. And the performances from the two lead actor and actress were both really good. And this movie was weird, I'll tell you that. Probably not only one of the weirdest movies of this year, but probably one of the strangest films of the decade so far. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I'm a sucker for weird movies. And, well, it's pretty top tier weird, to say the least. And, well, the first half of the movie is just some sort of like coming of age film. And then by the rest of the film, when the girl disappears mysteriously, it starts to get a lot weirder and weirder as the film progresses. And it gets a little creepy around the end. I don't want to spoil it, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. But overall, I so far, this is so far one of my favorite films of 2024 so far. And I would recommend checking it out if you haven't, although I can't guarantee that it will be for everyone. You might like it, but you might not. But I personally really, really enjoyed it for what it was. It's definitely a pretty strange film, to say the least. And yeah, if you like these kind of movies, definitely check them out. I will definitely be checking out the other films from this director. But all in all, I really, really enjoyed I Saw the TV Glow, and I would definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't. It's currently playing in theaters, in select theaters, as of when this video was uploaded. But anyways, I'm giving I Saw the TV Glow an 8.7 out of 10. Alright everybody, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on notifications. Share the video with your friends. And what do you guys think of these two movies? Let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, guys, until then, this is Keagan Shepard signing off. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, take care, everybody. Peace out. Bye-bye.